Hey, what's up, people? Hey, I just got out of jail. This was crazy, right? I got a recording on my phone, actually, of the whole arrest on tape. I'm gonna try to upload that later, which should be really interesting. I'm gonna put it into the sound. I'm gonna get that really quickly to you guys because it has to do with, I guess, I found out in Massachusetts they're doing this thing now. So if you have like a jury trial or like a jury thing you didn't go to from 2005, which that was what I had, it was from 2005, they updated it to 2010. It's totally illegal, but they did it anyways. So basically, I was there for something that was beyond the statute of limitations. So if you guys are unsure about what's going on, you need to call the courthouse right now and check out if you have warrants. Because if you have fucking warrants, you might be able to get rid of them, like completely. Okay, because all you'll say is, all right, that was too old. Like if that's more than 7 years, you don't know yet because they don't know. You don't know if you like. I mean, I don't know where this came from. This came out of nowhere, man. Like it was really weird. Okay, like yeah, dude, I actually deserved to be arrested. It was kind of stupid, but I really don't care. Like I don't like care about it. But what got me arrested wasn't what should have got me arrested. Which should I mean they could have taken me for what I was doing, which was disorderly conduct, which is another misdemeanor they hit me with. I was going under two misdemeanors. I was locked up in jail for the whole weekend. One of them was disorderly conduct. The other one, which actually got me arrested, was a warrant for a jury appearance that I didn't make because it was from 2005. Okay, it was from 2005. So I'm like, all right, well, I go to court. I'm held for 3 straight days in a cell. All right, let me just tell you about this. This was horrible. All right, I'm in a fucking cell, laying on cement for 3 days straight, and like they're giving me fucking egg sandwiches 3 times a day. It's like, why? I'm lucky I even got a blanket. Yeah, I was one of those fortunate few that got an actual blanket. Pillow? Hell no. You only get one of them, I guess. I don't really know how it works, but I don't know why they hated me so much. They treated me like I was a fucking complete pedophile, and I'm like, you know what? Like, why don't you just reserve this for the really bad people that come here? You know, spit in their food, fucking treat them like shit. Because every single sandwich, every time I ate one of those sandwiches, my stomach wouldn't stop making noises for 3 straight hours, okay? And these are Jimmy Dean sandwiches, alright? So they're doing something to these fucking sandwiches. I'm not that paranoid where I'm thinking, oh yeah, they're putting something in my food. But if your stomach is making noises for 3 straight hours right after you eat a sandwich, chances are there's something wrong with that fucking sandwich, okay? So maybe it's too old, maybe they got fucking 1,000 of them from like 10 years ago. I don't know what it was. But that sandwich was something wrong with it. Okay, so you're in there, and you're in the cell, and you're sitting there, you're laying on a bed of fucking concrete with bugs crawling around on it. Okay, that's another thing. That's a health code violation, but who gives a fuck? You know, we're prisoners, and I wasn't even guilty at that time, so I don't even know why I was being treated like I was guilty. But I was treated beyond that I was guilty because I've been to jail before, and I can tell you, this was not anything compared to a jail. This was like terrible. The food wasn't even like real food. Okay, and like I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, jail food's supposed to be great. I mean, like, because we could break into jokes about airplane food all day long, whatever, in rebuttal. But you know what I am going to say is they didn't give you enough calories to fucking survive upon. 3 of those sandwiches, they're probably less than 1,000 calories altogether. I'm living off 1,000 calories a day. I mean, come on, man. Like that's not. Do the math. It's not healthy. It's not right. Any nutritionalist will tell you. I mean, even if I'm just laying there, like without a fucking like, I'm not doing any physical activity, I should get at least 1,500. That's not even ideally. Ideally, I should get 2,000 calories. Okay, that's just the straight up recommended ADA thing. I mean, that's like, well, not ADA. I don't know why I said ADA. That's the Dental Association. It doesn't make sense. Disregard that statement completely. But no, like, I mean, really, like, you're supposed to get like 2,000 calories a day. That's the regular recommended daily allowance or whatever the fuck they call it. I don't know, but here's the problem, right? I go there for 3 days, right? They set my bail to $140 for jury trial and another misdemeanor. I'm like, I'm not even gonna. I called people like the first day, and then I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm not gonna bother anybody with this bullshit because this is wrong, and I'm gonna sit here all as long as it takes so I can get to court, deal with this hell, deal with this pain, deal with this misery, and get there. And it's not easy because it's not like a jail where you get to go out every once in a while and do whatever you want, or you get to read a book, or you get to get canteen, or you get to watch a TV out of your cell sometimes. And this was shitty as shit. It was worse than isolation. Okay, I've been to ADSEG, which is like segregation, where you go to isolation and you have like you basically can't do anything. You can't go outside but 1 hour a day. You still get an hour a day out. They don't give you anything, man. Nothing to read. You're laying in the cell with you and your own thoughts, you know. And that's why, like, when people call me crazy or whatever, I'm like, dude, go in a fucking room for 3 straight days and don't come out of that fucking room with nothing whatsoever in that room but a cement mattress, and see if you're not a little bit fucking crazy. I fucking dare you to take that fucking challenge. You won't, because you know you wouldn't make it. So I didn't have a choice, so that was actually something. But I didn't lose it. I fucking made it through. I went to the fucking court trial. I mean, the court hearing or whatever it was. The judge, she was like, "Oh, don't worry about the jury trial, the jury thing, because I can set you up 8:30 tomorrow morning in the a.m." And I'm like, really? I just got out of jail. You don't think I'm gonna want to go home and drink some beers like a normal man, because I want to celebrate my freedom? No, you're gonna get up at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. Unacceptable. So you know what I told her? That was 7 years ago. It was 2005. That is against the statute of limitations. You didn't even, it's not even legal that you arrested me under that charge, and that's what they did. So I'm like, well, then those 3 days. I mean, I should be able to get compensation for those 3 days, and then just push it towards my fine. That's what I'm gonna do on July 25th when I go down there. I'm gonna act as my own attorney, because honestly, those attorneys down there don't know jack shit. They're in cahoots. They all go to the same fucking bar, and they eat the same sandwiches together and drink the same They buy the same kinds of beers, and they hang out, and it's a shit show. All right. So I'm not gonna play their fucking stupid game. All right. I'm gonna fight the case. I'm gonna come out, and I'm gonna do what I can to beat the case on my own. Because I got it dismissed. She goes, "You're right. Oh, that was 2005. All right, that's dismissed." The prosecutor, some female girl with like short blonde hair, I don't know who she was, but she was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, I just got a case dismissed by just saying one simple sentence." You're like, "Wow," and I'm like, "Wow, really? Yeah, it was fucking not a big deal." They try to make it a big deal, but you know it's gonna be a bigger deal when I go back there on the 25th. If I don't get arrested before then, I hope not. I hope I don't do something stupid on 4th of July. But I don't really care if I do, because honestly, it'll be for a good reason. I'll probably get a lot of views and make a little money for it, so I don't care. But I think it's fucking crazy that they basically treat you like a pedophile, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, I was lucky to have a blanket. Nobody else in that unit when we were driving to our destinations when we got out on Monday, because we had to do the weekend warrior thing. None of them had like blankets." I was like, "What?" And they were like, "You're a lucky bastard." I'm like, "Dude, I thought everyone got a blanket. I didn't even know I was like getting a blanket." And I was like, it was like a big deal. And I'm like, "Okay, man, that's nuts, but whatever." They still have my hoodie, by the way, so I'm looking to get that back as soon as possible, because that's bragging rights. And yeah, it's just like, it was a mess. Oh man, I mean, this whole court thing is crazy. I'm in there for like nothing, basically nothing but some jury trial thing. It's not even anything, because it's already like, for some reason they updated the court files from things that had the statute of limitations to it. They didn't excerpt the statute of limitations. That's why I'm telling you people, if you live in Massachusetts, call the courthouse, because if you get pulled over for a speeding ticket, don't fucking say I fucking didn't warn you, you know what I mean? And they go, "Oh, you have a warrant for jury trial," or something stupid like that. Next thing you know, it was a Friday and you're in there for 3 days like I was. And yeah, it was no fucking joyride, but you know, I'm out of there. I feel great right now. I stuck to it. I didn't fucking back down. It didn't break me. It didn't make me a lesser person like they most likely wanted it to. And you know, I'm fucking happy about the experience, because it made me a stronger person. And I told myself inside that cell when I was in there, I was like, you know what? And you know, everything has an opportunity for you. Like, everything is an opportunity for success. Even the worst things you think of in life that can happen to you, in those horrible moments in your life, there is an opportunity of success that you're missing. More so because they're horrible. But if you listen to that inner voice that tells you, you know, this or that or the other, and you don't lose your shit, then it's probably going to help you a lot more in the future if you do that. Because I can tell you by experience, that's how I had to handle that situation. So I didn't lose my shit and go to court and act like a raving lunatic and I was pissed at everybody. I had to make sure that I was mentally balanced the whole time. and I'm in a cell for 3 days straight on cement, okay, with bugs crawling all over me. That was not easy to do, but I did it. I managed to do it. And, you know, my lawyer said she didn't want to represent me. I said I wanted to represent myself. I even got a chance to, and I did well. And it fucking worked out. I fought the law, and I won. Now I have a case on 25, and I can win again. So we'll see what happens, but I'll keep you posted. I'll get the audio tapes up here and do a little commentary about the audio tapes after you listen to them. I'll try to isolate it so it's like a little bit better quality. But yeah, I have the audio tapes. It's a 10-minute audio tape. I'll take the best parts of it from when I got stopped till when I got arrested. They didn't even read me my rights the whole time, but I didn't get to the part, I didn't record the part where they didn't read me my rights, where he just said, well, he just basically said, you're arrested. That's all he said, you're under arrest. He didn't read me my Miranda rights, nothing. They should have thrown that case out. I didn't say that then because I didn't want to say that because I already got a charge dismissed because I didn't want to ask for too much. But I knew that case was now on the 25th. So when I go to the 25th of July, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to be like, actually it's the 24th of July. I got to make sure I remember that because I do not want to miss that case. But yeah, I'm going to go down there on the 24th and I'm going to be like, you know what? Like, yeah, that's bullshit. You can't fucking do that to people. Not read them their rights and then arrest them and then, like, that's a technicality that I can beat a case for. So we'll see what happens, but I'll keep you posted. All right, peace.